Welcome back to the channel True Believers of Jesus. Thanks for returning. Also a big thank you to the new subscribers. Here is a short story about Prophet Jeremiah. In the ancient land of Judah, during a time of great turmoil, there lived a man named Jeremiah. He was a prophet, chosen by the Lord to deliver messages to the people of Judah. Jeremiah's life was filled with trials and tribulations as he faithfully carried out his divine calling. Jeremiah's prophetic ministry began in the 13th year of King Josiah's reign and continued through the reigns of several kings of Judah, including Jehoahaz, Jehoiakim, and Zedekiah. Throughout his life, Jeremiah faced opposition and persecution for his messages of warning and repentance. One of the most well-known aspects of Jeremiah's story is his prophecy regarding the impending destruction of Jerusalem and the exile of the people of Judah to Babylon. Despite the unpopular nature of his message, Jeremiah remained steadfast in his faithfulness to God. Jeremiah's personal life was also marked by suffering. He experienced deep loneliness and rejection, earning him the nickname the Weeping Prophet. Despite his hardships, Jeremiah never wavered in his commitment to God's call. In the end, Jeremiah's prophecies were fulfilled. Jerusalem was destroyed, and the people of Judah were taken into exile. However, Jeremiah's story does not end in despair. Through his faithfulness and obedience, Jeremiah left a legacy of courage and devotion to God that continues to inspire people to this day. Jeremiah's story is one of profound faith and perseverance in the face of great adversity. Here are some more details about his life and ministry. Early life and call. Jeremiah was born into a priestly family in the small town of Anathoth, just north of Jerusalem. It is believed that he began his prophetic ministry as a young man, likely in his 20s, when God called him to be a prophet to the nations. Jeremiah 1 verses 4 to 10. Opposition and persecution. Jeremiah faced fierce opposition from the religious and political leaders of Judah. His message of impending judgment and exile was unpopular, and he was often persecuted for speaking the truth. At one point, he was even thrown into a cistern and left to die because of his prophecies. Jeremiah 38 verses 1 to 13. Symbolic actions. Jeremiah often used symbolic actions to convey his messages. One of the most famous examples is when he was instructed by God to buy a linen belt, wear it without washing it, and then bury it in the rocks. This symbolized the coming ruin and exile of Judah. Jeremiah 13 verses 1 to 11. Personal suffering. Jeremiah's personal life was marked by suffering and loneliness. He was known as the Weeping Prophet because of his sorrow over the sins of his people and the judgment that awaited them. Despite his hardships, Jeremiah remained faithful to God and continued to proclaim his message. Jeremiah's book. The book of Jeremiah in the Bible contains a collection of prophecies, prayers, and narratives that detail Jeremiah's ministry and the events of his time. It is one of the longest books in the Bible and provides a deep insight into the life and struggles of this great prophet. Later years and legacy. After the fall of Jerusalem, Jeremiah was taken to Egypt by a remnant of the Judean people who fled there. It is believed that he died there, continuing to proclaim God's message until the end of his days. Jeremiah's legacy lives on as a testament to the faithfulness of those who remain steadfast in their commitment to God, even in the midst of adversity. Here are some more details about Jeremiah's life and ministry. Prophecies and themes. Jeremiah's prophecies covered a wide range of themes, including the sins of Judah, the coming judgment, the promise of restoration, and the new covenant that God would make with his people. Jeremiah 31 verses 31 to 34. He spoke out against idolatry, social injustice, and false prophets, calling the people of Judah to repentance and faithfulness to God. Relationship with God. Despite the difficult nature of his message, Jeremiah maintained a close relationship with God. He often engaged in intimate conversations with God, expressing his doubts, fears, and frustrations. Through it all, Jeremiah's faith remained strong, and he continued to trust in God's sovereignty and goodness. Interactions with kings and officials. Throughout his ministry, Jeremiah interacted with several kings of Judah, including Josiah, Jehoiakim, and Zedekiah. He often spoke truth to power, confronting the kings and their officials with the consequences of their actions. Despite facing opposition and imprisonment, Jeremiah remained faithful to his calling. Hope and restoration. While much of Jeremiah's message was focused on judgment and exile, he also spoke of hope and restoration. He prophesied that after 70 years in exile, God would bring his people back to the land of Judah and restore them to their former glory. This message of hope served as a source of encouragement to the exiled people of Judah. Literary style. Jeremiah's prophecies are known for their poetic and vivid language. He used powerful imagery and metaphors to convey his messages, making his prophecies both memorable and impactful. Jeremiah's writing style has earned him a reputation as one of the greatest literary figures of the Hebrew Bible. Legacy and influence. Jeremiah's influence extends far beyond his own time. His prophecies have inspired countless generations of believers to remain faithful to God in the face of adversity. His life and ministry serve as a powerful example of courage, perseverance, and unwavering faith in God.